In a conference that sent half of its teams to the playoffs a season ago, the Western Buckeye League looks to once again be fiercely competitive. Now, one of the teams looking to get into the conversation of contenders, the Elida Bulldogs. Today, we stay in Allen County to preview a hungry Bulldog team in our latest countdown to kickoff.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Metzger Financial Services.
Twos are in, twos are in, twos are in.
In the Western Buckeye League, you have to be ready every Friday night. There's a lot of good football coaches in this league, and you got to play great defense. You got to be able to run the football, and your team has to be prepared every single week. Going to be well-coached football teams every Friday night.
In his fourth season at the helm for the Elida Bulldogs, Coach Kyle Harmon returns 8 starters on each side of the ball, coming off a 2022 campaign that was a tale of 2 seasons. After starting the year 4-0, the Dogs would finish on a 6-game losing streak, including a heartbreaking 14-10 loss to finish the season against their rivals, the Shawnee Indians.
Yeah, no excuses. We felt like those last 6 weeks where we lost those games, we thought we were in those games with potential to win. Now, obviously, we were overmatched physically in a couple of them, but, week in and week out, we expect to compete, and be in the game for 4 quarters. And, we got to continue to get better as a football team, and we did over those 6 weeks last year. We had some guys go down, but, once again, no excuses, next man up.
And the next man up is at quarterback, 6'4" junior Ryan McHugh, who stepped in at week 6 last year, however, enters into the season as the clear-cut starter with an offense tailored for his abilities as a passer.
It feels a lot different. It's definitely a change from being that secondary guy and having to move up to that varsity role, especially going through 7-on-7s, which I kind of missed out on last year. Going through with those guys, it's going to be a lot different this year because I have that experience now and that better chemistry.
Better chemistry under center with a key senior in all-WBL David Excorn in the backfield as Excorn makes the switch from wide receiver to running back while also playing defensive back on a confident, re-energized team.
I think it started in the offseason, even in the winter, lifting every day. We've been working hard. I can just tell a different intensity this year. I feel like we won it a lot, and coming out here practicing, we have a different intensity this year. I like it.
Elida kicks off the year against Rogers. However, another circled game on the schedule happens to be in week 2 when the Bulldogs take on their WBL rivals, the Shawnee Indians.
It means a bunch. Just like even through middle school, it's always meant something to me and to all of the dudes. It's a big week.
It means everything. The last 2 years have put a sour taste in our mouth, and we want to get back to winning against Shawnee like we should be.
We're looking forward to it. We spent some extra time in the weight room kind of alluding to that game. But, obviously, first and foremost, our week 1 opponent, we're focusing on them right now. And then we'll focus on Shawnee when it gets here. But, we've been looking forward to that game for a long time. Growing up, being from here, I coached here for, I think, 10 years. It was always exciting. I've been here for the lowest of lows and the highest of highs. I just want to see these kids, smile on their face on Friday nights after football games. It means a lot to them, and it means a lot to us as a coaching staff to see them be successful.